So let me briefly share what was there. It was really interesting to read that, it was amazing. More than 45 people have submitted these outlines, and then there were so many good ideas in it. So I was really eager to see how all these ideas will be unfolded in your own community. So I'm really, really excited to see them all. So yeah, so who wants to share?
We can be pioneers, so we just have to believe in ourselves as youth leaders to start having these conversations. So it was very inspiring.
This course is going to help us to be an active change makers and an advocate for global citizens.
What we can do and what's really needed in our community, in our region for GCED.
We'll share with you a draft document that describes this action plan, and we will work into small groups to complete it. So this is a template that I'm sure that is already not new for you.
But I will be talking about digital media as a whole, in brief, and social media because it is a big thing now, and we will look at how you can use social media to advocate for your issues.
So now I also put here highlighted social issues. Based on the videos, there were some points that were raised, and just to help, so some suggestions that you might want to take to build your advocacy. There's youth employment was mentioned.
But just tell us, if you're happy with that, just tell us that story. I just don't know who it was. Oh, there we go. Gustavo.
A few years ago, I was in another city in Brazil called Recife.
Whatever these issues are that we face, that it's important for us to think about how does identity show up in this particular issue that is passionate to us.
Probably enlightened me quite a bit as to how citizenship in any sense of the word, local, national, or global, might be playing out where you're living. And then here's another person I was lucky enough to meet, because Frank Lee is actually from Seoul, South Korea.
I want to share with you today several stories, but also I want to share with you how we organize the campaign. And the first month, and I'll say even part of the second month, we spent on identifying the issue.
And part of that is the respect we have. How can I be told to be bad when I'm only trying to help people understand what it is that we want to change and achieve?
Hello everyone! Hope after the very inspiring session that Robbie says about global citizenship education. So very briefly, that was the SWOT analysis, and it's going to help us to work in some minutes in a special case.
So I would like you to volunteer, whichever region wants to go first. But if you are not willing to do that way, then we will just go by luck.
So about the opportunity, we found that the opportunity to respond already, the issue is found and is known.
And now in the global context, what I'd like to focus on today is, what does that really mean to learn to work together? And I think education can play a role in how we learn to speak to each other in a different way that is not as polarizing. It's not about winning, it's about understanding.
So we just mentioned that GCED was not fully implemented in some countries, or maybe they are not in the curriculum. Education is not innovative, and technology and other resources are not taken advantage of.
Today we're going to be talking about some innovations in education. So this is an interesting idea to look at, then turning an idea into a solution, right? Maybe that doesn't say much, but the core thing here would be that it adds value to a customer's perspective.
But today we're going to talk a little bit about transformative education, share something about our community.
Yeah, this I done, and then you learn something from it. Again, a new perspective. How I was advocating GCED and the values actually, which are very important when you are working, and then how.
The most important is starting the most easy way to experiment and see if the question is working.
For municipalities to have this street action, and they gave it to us, so the police came to show this.
we're living on Earth, one planet. We as individuals, we should take care of the planet, of animals, and of the people that live here, because at the end, health is what makes us human. I believe that everyone should open their hearts and be open to help wherever you are.